So I'm building my own personal home ship for myself and my assistants using Taiyo parts around a Fortuna hab.
Yay! Prepare to be amazed.
So this mod's required for this build. There's a short quest to go with it, and then the habs are yours. Fortuna main hab empty. There's also a lobby, but you can have either or. You can't have both if you want to keep the ship under 40 meters, and they both come empty or decorated. Stem Taiyo 1x1 mid. Very important, whatever hab you use, place the entrance to the Fortuna hab first and then build off it. If you start elsewhere and place this hab later, you might find it hasn't lined up with the door and you got no entrance to the hab. I know this from experience. Copy it. Stem Taiyo 1x1 top A. Copy another mid 1x1. Shipbed 200 landing bay. Samurai cockpit. Copy some mid 1x1 habs into these positions just as use as hull only. I'll be blocking them off internally with some walls. Stem 3x1 top B. This hab and every hab I use from here on in is for hull only, no interior connection to the ship. The only habs with interior connections will be the 1x1s from the landing bay up to the cockpit, and they'll be lined with interior walls accepting into the Fortuna hab. This will snap to a lot of attachment points. Make sure it snaps so the leading edge of both the Fortuna hab and the 3x1 line up. Copy to the port side, just showing what I mean about those multiple attachment points. Again, make sure it lines up with the leading edge of the Fortuna hab. 3x1 bottom A. Copy it. 3x1 top A. Copy it. Pinpoint 4G landing gear. Copy it. Taiyo nose cap port. Copy, copy, and copy. Copy and flip. Copy, copy, and copy. Taiyo braking engine. Taiyo forward sensors. Bit of merging to fit them in. You'll be able to do it with the vanilla merging. Pinch 8Z reactor. J52 gamma grab drive. So some serious merging is going to go on here. I use the shipbuilder mod with merging set to medium. You might be able to do this in the vanilla game, I'm not sure. If you've got a problem with merging, then I guess this isn't the build for you. My philosophy is if it can be done in the real world with a welder and an angle grinder, then I'm all for it. So copy the 4 3x1s to the aft, making sure the aft edge of the 3x1s loads up with the aft edge of the Fortuna hab. Obviously we're merging with the reactor and it'll be with the grab drive on the port side, and the 3x1s merge just a fraction to where they meet. Same copying on the port side, lining them up with the aft edge. The grab drives merged, and again they merge just a touch where they meet in the middle. H30 Atlas Helium 3 tank. I've actually attached that to the attachment point of the grab drive with a welder. Copy, flip, and weld to the reactor. Copy the 4 3x1s again to aft. This time they should line up with the aft edge just by snapping, and yes, the fuel tank merges. And the same for port. Copy a pair of port nose caps and a pair of starboard nose caps. Copy pinpoint 4G landing gear into positions as shown. Use 3x1 bottom A to fill up these two gaps. Cell 6830 engine times 4. Taiyo cap port aft. Copy it. Copy and flip. Copy it. 3x1 top B. Important to place this one first on the top, as the rest of the habs used as holes on the top are going to connect off this. Don't try and connect the rest of the habs on the top to the connection points on the Fortuna hab, they just won't line up. And make sure the rear edge of this hab and the rear edge of the Fortuna hab line up. Copy it, and again, remembering attach the existing 3x1, not the Fortuna hab. Copy 3x1 top A. Again, and again. 1x1 top A, copy, copy 3x1 top A, 2x1 top A, copy, copy a 1x1 top A, and again. So, by the way, in case it's not obvious, any of the 1x1s, 2x1s, 3x1s I've used for hold, you can use any sort, empty or full, doesn't matter. That's why I haven't been saying captain's quarters, etc., just 2x1s. Taiyo cowling fore top, copy it to these positions. Taiyo cowling aft top, copy it to these positions. Copy an aft top and flip it to aft bottom. You know what comes next, but add these two positions too. Assurance SG 1800 shield. At this stage I had a lot of trouble with the Taiyo docker. I couldn't get it to work on the top or flipping it to the bottom. A lot of times you can fool the engine by deleting parts, reattaching, quitting out of the builder and coming back in. You can fool the engine to make dockers work when at first they don't, but this time I couldn't fool it. So I'm going to have to use a Matilija docker and flip it to the bottom. It works. Equipment plate. Copy it to these positions. These are for the weapon emplacements. PBO 300 auto alpha turret. Flip it to 4. Copy it. Copy and flip to aft. Copy it. Obliterator 250 MeV alpha turret. Flip it to 4. PBOs weapon 1, obliterators weapon 2. I got power to spare, enough to add another couple of obliterators, so I've got a copying, flipping, adding equipment plates and shifting things around. I end up with 2 PBOs and 2 obliterators facing 4, and 2 PBOs and 1 obliterator facing aft. Horizon weapon mount, copy along the port side, copy and flip, and copy along the starboard side. SETI green navigation light, copy along starboard, SETI red navigation light, copy along the port side. SETI 01 ship light, copy along port and along starboard. Copy some more equipment plates. SETI space headlight, copy it. Let's have a few more, so copy equipment plate and space headlight. Copy some more equipment plates, and the green navigation light, and the red navigation light. Gonna swap out the Matilija slim docker for a Demas slim docker, looks better and it still works. Got a spare spot, so copy the weapon mount with the ship lights and navigation lights on both the port and starboard sides. Some more navigation lights, really want this ship to pop, so copy the equipment plate with the green lights for the starboard and with the red lights for the port. I usually like to stick with manufacturer's colours, but dull Taiyo grey won't fit the disgusting ego trip this ship is supposed to represent, so solid gold, colours 1 and 2 with black trim colour 3. Her name says everything anybody ever needs to know about the sole purpose of this ship. So that's the build for Indulgence, my own personal home ship for the exclusive use of myself and my personal assistants. So now it's off to do the fit out of the Fortuna hab, where ego really goes into overdrive.
Welcome to Lifestyles of the Rich and Infamous, and in this episode, Old Nob, the murderous, hookah-addicted CEO and chairman of Nob Corp, invites us aboard his exclusive personal home ship, the shining beacon of ego and greed, the tasteless and lurid starship, Indulgence. So let's follow Old Nob as he tours the exclusive home of himself and his 2 personal assistants. Usually no guests are allowed aboard, but for this episode, his ego and arrogance got the better of him, and he can't wait to show off what he's got, and you haven't. What a prick. The bar area is a place to relax and get shit-faced again, and enjoy the odd competitive game of pool with his 2 personal assistants for stakes that Old Nob will only say are, and I quote, intimate. 2 large aquariums frame the walkway to the lounge area, and as Old Nob enjoys his seafood, they're not just there for the display. The lounge area is a place to view adult art house movies or relax and listen to some music, tastelessly decorated with useless plants you can't smoke and paintings that make no sense, and with an attached library stacked with mature texts with instructive pictures. Oh look, in the window above, one of Old Nob's personal assistants, lucky bastard. The kitchen contains all the most modern amenities with an intimate dining area attached. Drinking is permitted at the table, and so is smoking. Some more plants you can't smoke, and Old Nob has certainly tried, this time of the bonsai variety. So now we'll head upstairs to the master bedroom and ensuite, and finally meet Old Nob's two very personal assistants. Just get a look at that, will you? No wonder he's so fucking arrogant. The stairs leading up to the master bedroom are lined with some of the most atrocious artworks from the artist, Todd Howard. Old Nob really had no choice, and they fit the theme of tasteless trillionaire collected crap anyway. So to the master bedroom, which also serves as an office of sorts. And let's meet Old Nob's two personal assistants, looking lovely in their ship uniform, Thelma and Louise. In a rare display of good taste, Old Nob had the walls relined with wood paneling to cover the original garish deck. Hey, what the fuck? Louise, where'd she fucking go? She was right there. Hey, Nob, Louise just went all David fucking Copperfield on you. Do you even realize, you fucking hookah smoking pisshead? One of your PAs just fucking vanished, man. Oh well, fuck it. This is Lifestyles of the Rich and Infamous, not the fucking X-Files, so back to the tour. The ensuite contains both a shitter and a pisser, and showers built for 3 at a time. So next time you have a shower, Nob, something's not gonna seem right. Anyway, minimalist and practical, it's actually quite a tasteful ensuite. Well, Thelma's still here at least, that's a relief. Hey Thelma, did you see Louise vanish? She's not talking. Hey, maybe it wasn't Louise who went all David Copperfield. Maybe Thelma went all David fucking Copperfield on Louise. Lot of competition between PAs in the corporate world after all. Go off to the quay to take on the might of the fleet and see if this ship has any balls under her dress. Mind you, we're taking a couple of friends. Oh, fuck me. Can't you do anything without a hit? We're going to war, man, and you're off your face again. Thankfully, with the turrets, Old Nob only has to point in the general direction of the enemy, and as we're escorted by the two deadliest ships in the Nobcorp fleet, Shotgun and Shadow, Old Nob may as well just spark up another hit and enjoy the show. Well, that didn't take long. Bit of an anti-climax, really. Oh well, stiff shit. This is Lifestyles of the Rich and Infamous, not fucking Star Wars. Which brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as we leave Old Nob, our thoughts are with Louise, who's probably trapped inside one of those habs used for Hull after being teleported there by maybe Thelma or maybe herself. Oh well. If she doesn't teleport back soon, Old Nob will just find another PA, because everything's built for 3 inside that ship. And life goes on.